The hordes of Angmar have been released, and they are now attacking Arnor in full force in today's Dawnless Days battle. And this is a glorious 4v4, I believe, as we have Angmar here rushing these Arnorian archers, these Dunedain rangers that have been sort of caught out. We've got these northern trolls of Angmar here, which are a sort of like unique looking unit. They do look kind of cool. So we can get a shot on. They kind of look like Uruk-hai. They've got like a bit of a crown going on though. They kind of do look a little bit different. They do look quite cool though. But yes, this is the Flames of the North submod. If you are unaware of it, it is a pretty cool submod. Does add Angmar and Arnor to the already to the faction list, basically. It adds a bunch of units and stuff like that. So yeah, it's certainly a really cool submod that I've not really covered too much recently. I've just kind of left them to do their thing and update it. And yeah, they've added like a whole bunch of new stuff now. So it'll be interesting to see how this battle goes, see what the units are like. Dunedain Rangers, I mean, they're no different to the Eriador ones, really. It's just what it says on the box. You just get some Rangers. And yeah, these trolls, they're rushing in. I mean, they're taking a lot of fire. I don't know whether this is a smart idea, really, by Angmar to really send in his trolls first. But they are leading the way, that is for sure. And that's impressive. We've got Arnorian swordsmen now over here. They're setting up as well. These guys look awesome. I really do like the look of them. Arnorian swordsmen, and they're about to go into combat with maybe those trolls over there. But yeah, this is, I think this is Entwash. This is the map. It looks at least a bit like Entwash. I'm not entirely sure. It certainly looks like one of the newer maps. I've definitely not covered before, so this is cool to see. We've got Arnorian swords going in. Yeah, a bunch of Arnorian swords. Seems a bit of a blob up here by this Arnor player. He's waiting on his allies to arrive, but he is rushing a lot of troops just to try and take out one troll unit. Seems a little bit excessive, but we do have a load of Blades of Angmar, and Rudar Axemen as well going in down here. It's a shame I can't get rid of foliage, because they are fighting a fair bit in these trees today. Over here as well, we've got Blades of Angmar setting up, and they've got like cool little like flags on top of on their backs, which look awesome, to be fair. Angmar, if you're unaware, if you're not like up to date with your Lord of the Rings lore, is like the Northern Kingdom that the Witch King was in charge of. He was, and they were responsible for destroying Arnor. It's a very, very cool little like kingdom, which I quite enjoy reading about. And yeah, eventually they were defeated, and the Witch King obviously was then forced back to Mordor to see his boss Sauron. Then he was given Minas Morgul. Got more, these look like Arnorian spears. Yeah, spear guards. Okay, I've never actually really seen this Arnor faction ever before, so this is all kind of new for me. We've got Arnorian bowmen over here as well. These are heavy bow infantry, so yeah, this is like a good faction to come up against. Like, yeah, really, really solid. It's got like heavy bows. You'd be like struggling to shoot those and duel with them, that's for sure. Got just plenty of Arnorian swords. We've got High King Blade Masters back here. We'll see these guys in action. They kind of look like the Arnorian, like, I forgot what their name is now. The ones that like Eriador has in Lost Factions. They kind of look like them, which is a bit of a shame. I kind of hope they were going to look different. Then we've dismounted Knights of Arthedain. So that is a very, very cool unit in red as well. Just to kind of mix it up, you know. Looks very, very cool. They got they got like a general unit, and they've also got just a normal unit of them. So that'll be very nice to see how they do. That is for sure. Yeah, the Spears still fighting in here, doing their best. But yes, this was sent in by a member of my Discord. If you want to join the Discord and send in your own replays to then feature on the channel, the best place is the best place to send them in. The link for the Discord is in the description of this video. And if you're enjoying the Dawnless Days and Lord of the Rings action and would like to see some more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. It really does help out the channel. But yeah, we've actually got another Arnorian army all the way over here. Look at this. We've got Great Swords of Cardolan. They're in like they're a medium shock infantry, but they look like they're going in Testudo or something, almost, with like how their formation is. But I think they are just staying hidden. Oh my god, they got a lot of shock actually as well. Arnorian swords, which seem like they're going to be the mainline infantry. Arnorian bowmen, Arnorian spear guards, and we've got that Arthedain sword unit again. But yeah, this is like almost like Weathertop up here, like this little like stone circle sort of area here on this hill. But yeah, they're now flanking around. Weathertop would kind of be a cool map as well. You can kind of like if you made like the whole hillside like a sort of like the main meeting point. You could have then like, I don't know, it'd be kind of interesting. It'd be kind of interesting as a concept. You could have plains at the bottom. You could have the hill. Obviously, it's like almost like a gladiatorial fight where armies could meet and die. It'd be kind of interesting. I feel like. I feel like in like other maps and like other Lord of the Rings games, they've added Weathertop, and I feel like it's kind of an iconic one from the Fellowship you could add. We've got pikes in it as well. What was this pike unit or polearm? I should say. Guards of Manumanass, very cool unit. That is for sure. See if we can get a better look at these guys. They look quite cool. They've got like the Princess Coast Guard helmet. It still got like that Gondorian chest plate. Whether they could edit that, I don't know, to look a bit more like the Arnorian chest plate. That's what I would possibly do. These Rudar Axe Warriors and the Shock in here, all hammers. Have they actually got hammers? I think they have as well. Yeah, they got hammers. They're in here. They're struggling away anyway. It doesn't seem like either side's really making too much in the way of progress. More guards of Manumanass over there. Yeah, it doesn't seem like anyone's making great progress. The trolls back here are waiting patiently. We've got an army now moving over in this direction. Wardens of Angmar coming over. These are a nasty shocking tree. They've got the guards of the Teeth helmet going on. What else we got here? We've got Goblin mercenary archers. We've got blades of Angmar. We've got pikes of Angmar. They look quite cool. They do look very cool. They look like they're just like armored like Uruks, but they look solid to be fair. All cameras. This is I think my least favorite unit. Let's see if I can just slow-mo on it. Is the acolytes of the Witch King. I don't really like that they have like the dwarven shield, but apart from that, they look quite cool. They need to maybe like just change the color of the armor as well, like make this darker. Apart from that, they do look quite cool to be fair. I like their general as well. I mean, they could make the whole, sorry, not the general, the officer unit. They could make the officer unit like the main unit personally, I feel like, because that's what an acolyte looks like. A guy sort of like with a hood and a bit spooky. I'd make the whole unit maybe look like that instead of having them like heavily armored. But they look cool anyway. Hopefully they can do some work here today. As we have Arnor here, still battling away in the front lines, fighting for their lost kingdom. Well, I guess it's not lost just yet. The thing I would add next is like all of the kingdoms that could come out of Arnor next. I would add them. I'd have like Cardolan and Rudar and things like that. I'd have them all like come out like in Arthedain. You have them all like as separate factions of their own, so you could have the like scenarios after Arnor is broken up, and you have like the resistance by the individual like smaller kingdoms. Because that was a thing, like Cardolan and stuff like, and Arthedain especially carried on the fight against Angmar after Arnor had fallen. These acolytes though, they seem like they're doing pretty well. Are they winning? Well, they are common even, but they haven't lost a man yet. Jeez. Taking on these Arnorian swordsmen, they've killed about 20 of them. So they're doing well. They're doing pretty well. They may not be my favourite unit, but they certainly seem effective. The Arnorian spear guards are doing okay. They're holding the line. We've got like another line here of Arnorian swords waiting patiently. I feel like I always look at these formations and think, couldn't you just shoot with your crossbows or something like that? Just shoot, or bows even, just shoot the second line, because they're just like not protecting themselves. They're protecting anything above, not anything sort of below. We've got Goblin mercenaries here. They're trying and sneak around and get rear shots, I think, on these spears, which is a good idea. The Arnorian bowmen might need to be activated here to counter that. Take out those damn goblins. Go on, boys, you need to fire at those gobos. Hit them hard. But yeah, there is some wavering and some breaking starting to happen over here now. All cameras are starting to die. And it seems like, yeah, they're starting to get beaten back, which is a shame to see if you're rooting for Angmar. I kind of am, because they are kind of one of my favourite, like, all kingdoms in a way. These Arnorian bowmen here, though, are getting good angles. They're getting shot at, but they also did have good angles. They've been firing, I presume, into the backs of these combat because they've used a lot of their ammo up. This is the new front that is opening up, though. This is a fresh Angmar and Arnor army going in here. Looks like we're going to see swords in first. And it's going to be a narrow choke point fight, really. Doesn't look like they have any pikes or anything like that to support with. So actually, this might be 2 armies. This almost looks like 2 armies actually maybe going in, because there's 8 lots of archers. I can't count today. Yeah, this is 2 armies that have been committed here for Arnor, I feel. And then going in against 1. I mean, it's not going to make a difference in numbers because there's pikes, gold chevron pikes here waiting, stacked with some swords. Yeah, they're not getting through that choke point anytime soon. Looks like the shock, though, is going to just ignore this defensive position that Angmar has, and they're just going to send forward Morgomir. I don't know who he is, but someone will probably tell me who Morgomir is. But he's going in with, and he's a general, and he's going in with all his shock. Where is Morgomir? Cool that they have like unique units. There he is in the front line with his white hair. They're going in. They're going to just charge down these swords. And in they go. Morgomir leading the way. Yeah, I'm glad that this like mod is still getting a lot of love and it's getting a lot of work done to it. Because that was one of the things that I felt like it could have done with last time we were checking it out. But it's cool as custom battles as well being done for it. Like, well, not custom battles, but like people are playing with the mod. I'm a big fan. I'll leave a link, by the way, to the Flames of the North sub-mod as well in the description, along with Dauntless Days, of course, as usual. So if you haven't got either, which if you haven't got Dauntless Days at this point, shame on you. Then you can definitely go and check it out and get it if you want it. So, like, both mods are really, really good fun. Oh wow, those Wardens of Angmar are chewing up these Arnorian swords. They're doing a very, very nice job. They are winning decisively. Morgomir, you know, he's doing okay. He's combat even. It looks like we're just seeing more and more Arnorian swords being thrown in here, though. This is turning into a meat grinder quickly. Like this, you shouldn't usually blob up this well, I guess it is blobbing up this well, but it is really bad. It's a bad tactic because things like artillery or like if this was, I mean, to be fair, you might be able to if you had like elven archers certainly in this case, and maybe even Dunedain rangers. They'd probably ought to have the range to shoot from this side of the river over to this side and hit them in the flank and start to like cause the battle to turn in favor of well, whoever they were shooting at, I guess. Yeah, I don't think any of the evil archers could probably reach that far, or maybe they just about be able to do it. We have trolls, by the way, routing over here. This is a bad sign to see. So they have been focused down by the bowmen of Arnor. You can't really see them in here. I don't really like that the trolls keep fighting in here. It's kind of hide them a little bit. I don't really like the whole fight in the forest, to be honest. I can't imagine it was pleasant for the players either. Got those, these are the guards of Illuminas, I think, aren't they? The pikes. Yeah, the guards of Illuminas. I'm slowly learning the names of all these new, like, sub-mod factions. Getting there. These hammerers, though, they're doing a good job. They are hammering away at these great swords of Cardolan that have come into the fight here. Yeah, they've got, like, the Arnorian, like, helmet from Lost Factions. Because their Arnor is like it sort of features in that mod as well, but not but just like with Eriador, it's like a couple of units. That's all. No Arnorian knights or anything like that being brought. No cav being brought today. Weirdly by Arnor. Whether it was a rule or whether it wasn't, I don't know. But yeah, they could have done with a cav ability. Or maybe there's just no availability for it. I don't know. We've got Arnorian swords now being aggressive, coming down this slope, and they're going to attack these Blades of Angmar. I do apologise, by the way, if I sound a little bit different. People, I was playing some games last night, and people had noticed this, and like, oh, Poke, you sound a little bit different. I have got a little bit of a cold today. It's just that time of year, isn't it? It's November. It's getting chilly. And, yeah, colds are a thing. So, yeah, unfortunately, if I do sound a little bit nasally or just a little bit sniffly, I do apologise. I have just got a cold. I've got Arnorian bowmen now flanking around here. These acolytes, which earlier I was saying were doing so great, they got countered by shock infantry. And they're getting chewed up now, sadly. I can't even find an acolyte. Oh, there's one down here. I was struggling to find acolytes. I have a feeling these guys might be unbreakable. An acolyte is like a religious fanatic almost. It's like another way I describe them. And you know what fanatics are like. They fight to the last man. I don't know. I don't know if they are unbreakable, but it'd be quite good if they were. Wardens of Angmar, an unbreakable spear unit would be, like heavy spear unit would be incredible. Wardens of Angmar here, as you can see, they look very much like guards of the teeth, like just got loads of, like, looks like eyes of, the mouth of Sauron, sorry. I mean, these guys are getting focused down. Wardens of Angmar, yeah, they're going to go rushing in against the Arnorian swords here. I'd imagine the swords are going to win just because the Wardens are getting focused down so much. It's cool to see how these factions match up against other, like, vanilla factions. Are they a bit too overpowered, or are they quite balanced? It'd be interesting to see. But, yeah, Arnor here seems like he's getting... Yeah, he's doing well against these Wardens. Like I said, they're focusing them down. Pikes are retreating, though. I would just get them into a combat somewhere. We've also got swords just blatantly charging into pikes here. I mean, the formation, I guess, maybe hadn't been quite set up, but... I don't know. I feel like they were just fine. Losing decisively. I mean, yeah, there you go. Acolytes do break, it seems, and they just break quite low, though. It does seem as though Arnor is about to be broken over here, though. The trolls are doing damage along with their infantry support, and they are slowly breaking stuff over here. The center is very close to being broken, but yeah, these northern trolls are great. I know for a fact that like the Gundabad submod as well is working on doing like their own unique models for Gundabad trolls, which will be awesome as well. Yeah, you do have fanatics. There is a unit. What are they? Oh, the fanatics of the Witch King is a bow unit. I don't know if I'm a fan of that. Don't know if that's the right name I give them. I would rather have like unless they're like an incredibly like unbreakable arch unit or something. I don't know if I'm a fan of this unit being called Fanatics of the Witch King. I'd rather have them like as a shock infantry or like a sword infantry that just doesn't break. I feel like, but that's just me. For some reason now we just lost all sound. I don't know why. Some of it's coming back now here and there.
The enemy has found our concealed
That is strange though. I don't know if that's an issue with the mod or what, but yeah, it's just all of a sudden just disappeared. But anyway, I will commentate over the top while we try and sort out the issue. Northern trolls here of Angmar, they're here just fighting. There's gold chevron, triple gold chevron. My gosh, they are losing. All those chevrons are not making much of a difference, unfortunately. But here you go, they're gonna smash down onto the troops down there. I don't know if it's just because I've if I go slow-mo and then go back to normal, does that make a difference? No, it doesn't seem to make a difference at all. But the pikes over here, they're trying to battle on. They need to push forward a little bit, give that pike push formation an activation. These acolytes here are struggling against the Arnorian swords now, and these shock infantry as well, the Cardaland shock infantry as well, is moving in. The Arnorians are starting to wrap up this flank here. All they need to do is just get round the back of these Orc Raiders and things like that. They'll rout them. Acolytes of the Witch King, though, healthy units going in now. Just trying to hold back, I guess, the tide of Arnorians. We've got 154 Orc Hammers coming forward. That's a relatively healthy unit. And they need these pole arms over here to help deal with healthy northern trolls. We've got another Morgomir over here. Unless it's the same one he's moved over here now to come and fight. I think we've got two Morgomirs here today. It's his twin brother, clearly. It's, I don't know, Thorgomir. But, yeah, it does seem as though Arnor is starting to push back and beat the Angmar force over here as well. We've got more trolls going in. So, it does seem as though they're going to be committed, and they're going to get a nice rear charge well into these Arnorian swords. They are getting focused down, but it's not going to make much of a difference. They are healthy trolls at the moment. It's going to take a lot to stop these guys, and they're just, yeah, trampling the Arnorian swords on it. Rip in peace to them. Smash them aside, boys, like they aren't even there. That's what you got to do. And yeah, these Arnorian swords are already regretting doing that little flank there, trying to take out those wardens. The pikes losing over here, so this Arnorian swords, but this is certainly a good trade for Arnor. If they can take out the pikes and just lose a sword unit, that's a good win. Really, it looks like we've got Rudar archers or something now being sent in as well. So, yeah, I don't imagine these guys are going to do too much, but you never know. Shock infantry over here, these High King Blade Masters, which we've not really seen much of in action today, taking on the Acolytes. They seem like they're cutting through these Acolytes, like they're a hot knife through butter. And yeah, they're doing very, very nice work there. We've got the Goblin Mercenary Archers as well in there. They're dying. They're not going to do too much. We've still got some Blade Masters back here, and we still have the Dismounted Knights of Arthedain as well. I don't know where the other Arthedain Knight unit is. It's over here. It's being kept in reserve, watching this gap, and it looks like it may be about to go for another Morgmer here. The Protectors of Kharndoom is what their unit's called. Whether they have this unit just as a normal unit, I don't know. The Protectors of Kharndoom. But they're about to go in against the Knights of Arthedain here. And I'm really upset that we don't have any noise right now, because this is great to hear them charging and hitting each other. Once again, these Knights of Arthedain fighting on in the silence as it is at the moment. But yeah, they look great, to be fair. Got a Citadel Guard shield with in red. Again, if they could maybe just change the shield on that. I don't know if it's possible to just change that on the shield model, but change that to more of an Arnorian look would be great. To be honest, they get away with it then, because the rest looks very, very Arnorian. But yeah, it's just a bit of a Gondor's tree, that's all. It just looks a bit of a shame, really. Apart from that, though, it looks great. But yeah, these Protectors of Kharndoom, even against the Arthedain Knights, which is no surprise, really. These are a healthy unit, and an elite unit as well on that. Looks like we've got the General coming down, looking for a breakthrough. Looks like he's going to have to go in against these Trolls. Because the Trolls are about to break through and kill this Arnorian sword. But there is a flank going on as well here. We've got Blade Masters, and we've got a Arnorian sword, and they're going to try and tie down Trolls. I mean, the Trolls are probably going to kill these Blade Masters off, but you never know. Jeez, yeah, it's not looking good when you charge in, and that happens. The Officer unit has a different colour shield as well. That's cool. Yeah, these Blade Masters already losing. Yeah, these Northern Trolls are a tough nut to crack. I can see what the Blade Master was going for. They're going for a flank to try and rout these Wardens. It's not really worked. There is a Wardens of Angmar here as well that is sort of broken through. He needs to start attacking these Dismounted Knights of Arthedain. Looks like the General's going to initiate that combat instead. He's going to get a good charge off here and try and take out these Wardens. Nicely done there. Very, very good. How is the fight going elsewhere? The center, it actually is still looking kind of even. It seems like some reserves have been brought up. The fight on this flank over here as well seems like it is slowly going in favor of Arnor. Things are starting to waver down here. Fanatics of the Witch King are breaking. And also this Wardens of Angmar over here is losing. And once that's broken, I think they can start a flank that way. We've got lots of great swords of Cardland waiting in reserve here, like hundreds of them waiting. I think some of them are waiting for the Trolls, which are slowing down, but the rest I think are going to just try and hit that flank where the Wardens are and try and break through there. But yeah, Ingo, a huge horde of great swords there. My gosh. Oh, not great swords, sorry. Oh, no, they are. Great swords of Cardland. Can they flank here? Is that... I don't know if this area here is viable, but they certainly should try and flank there if they can. But yeah, this is... it's coming down to the wire. It's a shame, yeah, that the sound just kind of cuts out, unfortunately. I've tried it a few times now. It just does not... this replay, and it does not just want to, like, at a certain point it'll still cut out. It may be earlier, maybe later, so we're just kind of just gonna chill with it and just try and go. It eventually will just cuts out. Guards of Anuminas here, they were winning decisively for a moment, but not anymore. They are still routing like a whole bunch of things down here, including Wardens that are currently losing decisively. So yeah, these polearms seem pretty good. I mean, Arnold just seems like a generally well-rounded faction, a bit too well-rounded in my opinion. But unless everything's really expensive, that would be a good drawback. If everything's really expensive, you can't bring like large armies, or just can't bring everything that you have. Because Arnold could otherwise just be just a well-rounded faction that you just can't challenge, like in sieges, because they've got good polearms and good shock infantry to counter your shock infantry, good swords. It could be a little bit too well-rounded, and their archers seem pretty good as well. These Trolls down here, trying to deal with these remaining Arnorian swords. They've also got we've got Morgmer in here as well, trying to help out. Looks like they should rout these guys down here, but it's not looking great. I mean, numbers are 3,900 against 1,400 Angmar troops remaining. Here we have Morgmer being taken on by two sword units here. One, a Dismounted Knights of Arthur Dane. They've just routed the center as well. Those trolls have been defeated finally. Once the trolls die, it seems like the flanks are starting to crumble, because it's the same as on this side. The trolls are nearly dead and the flanks are just crumbling. Lots of stuff starting to waver. Morgomir here trying to rally things, or maybe just see where the weakest point is that he's needed to go in. It might be the center, to be honest, because the trolls are about to die, and after that it's just a thin line of acolytes that have been stretched very thin across this line here. They're trying to hold. I wonder if there's a really elite spear unit for Angmar, because they have like the really elite swords. If they don't have a really elite spear, that would be a at least a small drawback, but it's not really the worst one in the world, to be honest. Like, having elite spears, I mean, it's not the end of the world. Just put swords in like choke points anyway, with a pike, and you just still got a solid unit there. And the spear guards seem relatively good anyway. Like they're pretty much like Gondor spear infantry level, sort of good. But yeah, these wardens here, they're getting pushed back slowly. The great swords of Cardland here, causing all sorts of problems. And yeah, there you go. Pike's starting to waver. I mean, there's just, yeah, a thin line of elites now holding. I mean, these elites with gold chevrons as well. There's a fresh blades of Angmar coming over. Well, relatively fresh blades coming over. Whether it's needed here or whether it's needed in the center. I mean, the center's nearly lost. But I guess it's going to try and hold the flanks a little longer. Now the left flank of Arnor is coming over and is coming to support here. We've got High King Blade Masters that are supporting this fight down here against the trolls. Like, this is going to be a rough fight for the look at that. They just get knocked aside, like they just aren't even there. Those Arnorians, poor guys. They have had a rough day. Like, Arnor is, like, may come out as the victor in this one, but the losses they've taken are considerable. Like, Angmar is a tough faction. They just routed those wardens there, nicely done. Still got healthy, like, acolytes down here, though, that are just, yeah, chopping away, or poking away, I should say, at Arnor. We've got the Arnorians are flanked around over here now, so they've sandwiched these acolytes. That far flank where all those, you can see in the background, that far flank where all those Cardland Blade Masters are, they have just broken through, and now they're able to flank around and route quite a lot of stuff here. Well, they were routing a lot of stuff. Not quite all of it yet, though. They need to surround this blades. Get that. I don't know if Morgomir managed to get out of here. The coward. He managed to run for his life and get out of here. What a coward. But then we do actually have a Dunedain Ranger General. I didn't even realize. This is a bold move here by the player. But he's actually defeating Morgomir. I mean, he's a gold chevron Dunedain Ranger. I imagine he's got good melee stats, but I'm not sure. But yeah, we can kind of see what is happening now. The battle is almost over, so I'm going to just fast forward just now and see what happens. It does seem as though we're just waiting on like the remaining like Morgomirs to die at the moment, which looks like they will fight to the death. The protectors of Kharndoom, they are, yeah, they don't rout, it seems. That other one that we saw was like on one man, on a one-man unit, and then this one's still relatively healthy, but it's got no army, so army losses should really come into effect. But it seems like they are not affected at all. And yeah, I mean, they're not even losing decisively yet, and they're surrounded. Insane. And there you go. Yeah, that Morgomir's been defeated. We're now just kind of just mopping up the last few here and there. Blades of Angmar are here. I mean, they've got Morgomir. Surely they'll just, like, army losses will take effect. It's 200 against 2,000. Some units will start to break. Maybe not the generals, fair enough, but they really should. But yeah, let me know what you think about the Blades of the North. Are you a fan of it? Are you, like, a big fan of this Arnor faction? I certainly am. Are you, like, a fan of Angmar, or do you think they still need some work? I'm sort of still on the edge about them. I feel like some of their models and stuff could do with a little bit of changing. I think the same with, like, Arnor a bit, but that's always a good thing with, like, mods. There's always some extra, like, little bit you can do and change to try and improve. And I think at the moment it's looking really good as Flames of the North. They can maybe change, like, small bits here or there, but like we've mentioned throughout the video, but I think it looks pretty good. Morgomir here has been caught, and he's just about to get swarmed by Arnorians here. Poor guy. Yeah, this is not how I would expect Morgomir to go out, but there you go. But yeah, it's been certainly a close fight here, and certainly like Angmar seemed to have the upper hand to start with, and then Arnor, I think just with the elite starting to arrive and like discipline and like lasting longer, they just managed to win some of these fights. That's for sure. But yeah, I mean, Angmar's got some pretty good units as well. Like, they would be a solid faction to bring on like a siege or like in a battle like this. Maybe more of a siege, because I don't know if they have what they have for cav. Because it seems like they're well disciplined. Their shock infantry's good. Their pikes are relatively good. They've got good spears as well. Like, they'd be a good disciplined faction to bring. Like, sometimes when you're doing like evil versus good, like you kill a general or something like that, or you like just like after a while, like they just start to change out to some of the evil factions. And so yeah, this would be a great faction to bring. I feel like for that sort of like siege battle. But yeah, we're just literally waiting on Morgmir here to die. He's like down to what, 18 men now. Come on, die quicker, sir. Surrounded right now by rangers, defenders of well, yeah, defenders of Arthedain, or what, dismounted knights of Arthedain. Sorry, blade masters. Yeah, there's a lot of them. Just die quicker. Just die quicker, please, Morgmir. You're at 7 boys. But yeah, it's certainly been a fun one. It's certainly been a very interesting fight. And if you want to see more like Arnor battles, do let me know. I have got another Flames of the North one. Hopefully the sound doesn't cut out like this one. I don't know if that's an issue with the mod or what, but yeah, a Pyrrhic victory there for Arnor. Was a close battle, that's for sure. We'll end the replay and have a quick look at the end results. This was sent in by Fjord, who was playing as Arnor, and he did a very, very good job. Got 202 kills with his Arnorian swords, 280 here with another, 144, 152. Solid kills there. The Dismounted Knights of Arthedain only 56 kills, 116 with this one. 242 kills with his Blade Masters. His Arnorian Spear Guards, 197. Archers getting 100 kills. Most of them getting around 100 kills. Well done to Fjord. And then we have Bulk Maski here playing as Arnor as well. 199 kills with his Arnorian swords. 385 with the Great Swords of Cardolan. Most of them doing really well. And then he's got Archers getting like 97 kills there. Then Donovan playing as Arnor as well. 100 kills with his Archers. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think it is sending from Fjord's perspective. It's sending from Donovan's. Fjord, sorry, was this army, but he did send in the replay. It's not from his perspective. His Great Sword's getting 176 kills. Guards of Anuminas getting 299 kills. 141 with his Arnorian swords. And his Spears getting 89 kills. And then we have Sinker playing as the final Arnor army. 153 kills, 130 kills with his swords. 158. I didn't realize you could just bring an Arnorian sword as your general. Kind of a cool thing to do, I guess. 170 was another one down here. 196. His Great Sword's getting 130 kills. His Guards of Anuminas getting 671 kills. That's incredible. 180 kills with the Arnorian bows, and his Dunedain getting 130, 152 kills. We've got Zweisi down here playing as Angmar, getting 230 kills with his Morgmir general. His Orc Hammers getting 157 kills. His Blades of Angmar getting 131 kills. We've got Wardens of Angmar getting 230 kills. 218 kills with the Acolytes is both of them getting that. Very spooky. And then you've got Northern Trolls here getting 328 kills. Then we have Uranium here playing as Angmar as well. Morgmir getting 100 kills. And then he's got Trolls getting 78 kills. He's got Blades of Angmar getting 170 kills. Pikes getting 168 kills. Pretty solid for Pikes there. And 143 kills with the Hammers. Then the Terminator playing as Angmar as well. Surprise, surprise. Morgmir getting 219 kills. 231 with the Wardens. 135 with his Goblin Mercs. And his Trolls getting 123. Then Yimin Kun playing as the final Angmar army. 227 kills with his Morgmir General. 185 with the Orc Hammerers. He brought a lot of Orc Hammers actually. My gosh. And yeah, 124 with another one down here. 208 kills with his Wardens. Most of them getting like 100 into the hundreds. And then his Trolls 52 and 79 kills. But there you go, guys. That is today's battle. I hope you guys did enjoy. Angmar was defeated by Arnor here today. Arnor will preserve its kingdom for now, but Angmar, I'm sure, will be back. Until then, bye for now.